Welcome to Tricias-Rose-City-Framing podcast, where we explore the art, craftsmanship, and stories behind custom picture framing in East Texas. This show is hosted by Tricia Pottinger, owner of Tricias-Rose-City-Framing in Tyler, Texas. Each episode takes a closer look at what goes into preserving meaningful items, from family heirlooms to fine art. You'll hear real insights, practical guidance, and stories that highlight why quality framing matters. Let's dive in.
Every piece that comes through our shop has a story, and today we're going to explore a little bit of that together. Whether it's preserving a family memory or creating something new, this is what we love to do. This time of year, we start seeing a lot of homeowners in Tyler thinking about spring home updates and refreshing their spaces. One of the most common things people ask about is building a gallery wall and figuring out how to make it feel beautiful without feeling cluttered. I truly believe a good gallery wall should feel collected, not crowded. It should tell a story about the people who live in the home instead of looking like everything was just pushed together to fill a blank wall. A lot of times people begin by buying frames first, and then they try to force everything to fit afterward. Oh my, that can create frustration really quickly because the scale, spacing, and visual balance all start competing with each other instead of working together. When someone asks me what they should know before creating a gallery wall in Tyler, my first answer is always to slow down and think about the purpose of the space. Are you trying to create warmth in a hallway, make a statement in a living room, or preserve family memories in a more personal area of the home? That question matters because the wall should guide the design decisions. The artwork, photographs, and frame choices should support the feeling you want the room to have instead of overwhelming it. One thing we really want homeowners to understand is that consistency does not mean everything has to match perfectly. Some of the best gallery walls we see in East Texas combine different frame finishes, artwork styles, and sizes while still feeling intentional and balanced. The key is creating visual rhythm instead of visual chaos. Sometimes that comes from repeating one matte color throughout the wall, and sometimes it comes from using similar wood tones or keeping spacing consistent between each piece. I also encourage people to think carefully about what deserves custom framing and preservation. Not every frame has to be identical, but when you have family photographs, original artwork, textiles, or meaningful heirlooms, quality custom framing really matters. Anybody can try to frame something, but not everybody can preserve it properly. That is especially true here in East Texas, where heat, humidity, and sunlight can affect artwork and photographs over time. We had a client recently working on a large gallery wall that mixed family photos with local artwork and a few pieces collected during travel. What made it work so beautifully was that they did not rush the process, and they focused on meaning first instead of just filling empty space. That is something I talk about often in our shop. Quality takes time, and a gallery wall usually looks better when it evolves naturally instead of being completed all at once in a single weekend. Another practical thing to consider is wall size and furniture placement. We see many homeowners hang pieces too high or spread them too far apart, which makes the wall feel disconnected from the room itself. A gallery wall should visually anchor the furniture around it, whether it is above a sofa, along a staircase, or in a dining room. The arrangement should feel connected to the scale and flow of the home. People also ask whether every piece in a gallery wall should use custom picture framing. The answer is no, but the pieces that matter most emotionally or financially deserve professional attention and proper materials. For example, if you are including original artwork, wedding photographs, or older family items, archival framing helps protect those pieces from long-term damage. We really want people to understand that preservation is just as important as appearance. One thing I love about custom framing in Tyler is getting to help people create spaces that feel personal to them. Sometimes there are tears and sometimes huge smiles because people are seeing their memories displayed in a way that finally feels meaningful and finished. A gallery wall should not feel like decoration pulled off a shelf. It should reflect the people in the home, the experiences they value, and the stories they want to see every day. If you are starting a gallery wall this spring, my advice is to begin with the pieces you truly love and build from there. Focus on quality over quantity. Give yourself room to edit. And do not be afraid to ask for guidance when it comes to layout, spacing, or custom framing decisions. At the end of the day, the best gallery walls feel layered, intentional, and lived in. They do not feel crowded because every piece has a reason for being there. Thank you so much for spending a little time with me today here on the Tricias-Rose-City-Framing podcast. We truly appreciate y'all being here with us as we talk about custom framing, preservation, and the stories that matter most.
Thank you for listening to Tricia's Rose City Framing podcast. If you have something meaningful you're thinking about framing, Tricia and her team would love to help. You can visit Tricias-Rose-City-Framing at 214 Shelley Drive in Tyler, Texas, or reach out at 903-321-4060 to learn more about custom framing and preservation services. Be sure to subscribe for more episodes focused on craftsmanship, care, and preserving what matters most.